हेलो बच्चों, आज हम स्टार्ट कर रहे 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द अल्डिहाइड कीटोन्स एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड टॉपिक. So in that we are going to start with this last question. What is that? Write the chemical reactions to convert COH group of acetic acid into the following. Let's start with the first reaction. So firstly we will write the common formula from which we want to convert into these three. Acetic acid, its formula is CH3C double bond O OH. From that acetic acid, firstly we want to convert it into the methane. After that we want to convert into the ethanol, and finally last product we want to convert into the acetyl chloride. Now how to convert? Combination of NaOH and CaO. After that heating, removal of the CO2 will be there, and we are getting here the product, that is the methane. So here we have completed that first reaction, which is of the 1 mark. Second one, again we have to convert that acetic acid into the ethanol. Means here reduction reaction is the ethanol. And last one reaction, which is for the first, second mark completed, third mark. We want to convert, or we have to replace this OH group by the Cl. There are the three options. One, we can use that PCl3, phosphorus trichloride, as well as we can use PCl5, and third method we can use, that is the thionyl chloride, SOCl2. Then also that COOH group can converted into COCl, and it is the acetyl chloride. So here we have completed our 3 marks question. Now we'll discuss the next question. Write IUPAC name of mesetyl oxide. This is the 1 mark question. Next one, what is the action of following reagent on acetaldehyde of these two reagent? This is for the 2 mark. Means here that 3 mark question is divided into 2 part. So firstly we'll discuss what is we have to write its IUPAC name, but before writing its IUPAC name we should know the structure, because from that structure we can write its IUPAC name easily. Its structure is, it is the 5 carbon containing chain. So 4, 3, 4, 5. In that second carbon double bond O, third carbon double bond, and here CH3 will be attached. So this is the structure of this mesetyl oxide. If we consider its IUPAC name, carbonyl group is there, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left to right we have to start numbering, and its IUPAC name will be 3 in is there. 4 position methyl group is there. So 4 methyl, 5 pent, 3 in, 2 on. This is the 1 mark answer for this question. Next one, here we have to discuss the reaction on this acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde, its structure is CH3C double bond OH. We are treating it with the hydroxyl amine, means NH2OH. At that time, as we have seen this reaction previously with the propanol, and here also we are going to discuss with the ethanol, nothing but the acetaldehyde. That lone pair of which is present on that nitrogen, it will attack here. We will get here CH3, COH, NH, OH, and here H is there. By the removal of the water molecule, here we are getting the oxime, and this is the structure of this oxime. So if we consider the name of this oxime, it is acetaldoxime, acetaldoxime. So here we have completed that one reaction. Next one is that reaction of acetaldehyde with acidified potassium dichromate. So again, if we consider that potassium dichromate is the oxidizing agent, and that convert that aldehyde group into the acid. So what will be the product? See, acidified K2Cr2O7, that is the potassium dichromate. Then we will get here acetic acid, and this is the conversion of this one into this by using this reagent. So here we have completed next 3 mark question also. Now we will discuss the next one. write the reactions for the following conversions. Again they have given 3 conversions and just we have to suggest the reagent. In that first conversion is benzene to benzaldehyde. What we have to convert? Benzene, this is the structure of benzene, into the benzaldehyde. Means here introduction of CHO group is there on this benzene ring. There are the number of ways to convert into, because here if we are increasing the steps, then first we can convert that benzene into the methyl benzene, and after applying the Itard reaction also we can convert into the benzaldehyde. But in a one step also we can write, and that is the Gattermann-Koch reaction. By using this Gattermann-Koch reaction also we can convert this benzene into benzaldehyde. Now which reagent we have to use? That reagent, these reagents are carbon monoxide, HCl, and anhydrous AlCl3. These many reagents we have to use to convert benzene into benzaldehyde. So here we have completed first conversion. Second conversion, propanone to propane. What is the structure of propanone? 3 carbons, CH3, none, ONE means second carbon with the double bond O. This is the structure of propanone that we have to convert into propane. So simply we can say that this is the reduction reaction, that C double bond O group is converted into CH2, and here also 2 reduction methods are there. So which reagent we have to use? Here we can use zinc amalgam, HCl, and heat, as well as here I will write or, as well as we can use the NH2 alcoholic KOH and heat. This reagent also can be used to convert this into. This is the reagent of the Clemmensen reduction, and this is of the Wolff-Kishner reduction. Next conversion, here 4-nitrobenzoic acid to nitrobenzene. Now what is the structure of 4-nitrobenzoic acid? Firstly, here this is the benzene. Benzoic acid means COOH group is there on this benzene ring. At 4th position nitro group is there. Here if we consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th position nitro group means NO2 group, that we have to convert into the nitrobenzene, and this is the structure of nitrobenzene. Now what is the difference here? That COH group is not there. Now how to remove? There is a decarboxylation, and for that purpose firstly we have to treat that 4-nitrobenzoic acid with the NaOH, so it will get converted into its salt, and in a second step we have to react with or treat with the NaOH and calcium oxide, that is nothing but the soda lime, and after that on heating there will be the removal of CO2 and it will get converted into this nitrobenzene. So here we have completed 3 marks question which is the conversion. Next question is explain aldol condensation in details. We have to explain that aldol condensation in details means firstly we have to write its statement, reaction, and mechanism also. So I will give you idea of each and every steps. So firstly we will discuss what is mean by that aldol condensation. Here we have discussed previously Cannizaro's reaction. In that important condition was we have to use such a aldehydes which do not contain single alpha hydrogen also. Now what is mean by that alpha hydrogen? See, if we consider carbonyl carbon, to that adjacent position carbon will be there, and these carbons are alpha carbons. Now see, what is meant by alpha hydrogen? Those hydrogens attached to this alpha carbon, they are called as alpha hydrogen. So if no alpha hydrogen, it undergoes Cannizaro's reaction, and for that Cannizaro's reaction we have to use concentrated alkali. Distinguishing points also we are going to discuss. What about this aldol condensation? For this aldol condensation, important conditions are, here we required aldehydes or ketones which contains at least one alpha hydrogen, and second one, for this reaction we have to use dilute alkali. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हमने बेसिकली जितना डिस्कस करना था कर लिया. अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट पॉइंट. व्हाट इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ दिस aldol condensation? Now see, aldehydes or ketones which contains at least one alpha hydrogen, they undergo this reaction in presence of dilute alkali. Which dilute alkali can be used? That is NaOH, KOH and sodium carbonate. Out of these three, any one we can use as a catalyst and gives. When we are treating with the dilute alkali, what will be the product? That will be beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxyketone. If we have taken aldehyde, it will give beta hydroxyaldehyde. If we have used ketone, then it will give beta hydroxyketone. That beta hydroxyaldehyde is called as a aldol and beta hydroxyketone is called as a ketol. So this is the one step we can say. After that, when we are heating this beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxyketone, then it undergoes condensation. Condensation means there is a removal of the water and it gives alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone, and this reaction is called as a aldol condensation. Now simply if we consider here second point, benzaldehyde and formaldehyde, which do not have a single alpha hydrogen, they do not undergo this aldol condensation. Now here I have written one reaction. Simply reactant and product, whatever reagent we have to use, that I have written. Now what will be the mechanism? In that mechanism, first step, what is that first step? Which starting material we have used, aldehyde or ketone? That was the ketone, and of the 3 carbon means it is the acetone, or we can say that propanone also. So this is the structure of this propanone. First, in the first step we are treating with the alkali. Now see, here instead of that CH3, I will write CH2 and one hydrogen I will show like that for our simplification purpose. OH minus, this is the alkali. What will happen? It will take that proton, means here deprotonation reaction will takes place, and here that CH2 will carry negative charge. See, CH3 C double bond O. This part is not involved in this reaction. That part we have written as it is. Now what is the change? See, here instead of CH3, it will carry CH2 and negative charge. So here we have converted that ketone into the nucleophile. Now here first molecule of that acetone we have used. Now we are using the second acetone. See, CH3 C double bond O CH3. That negatively charged carbon will attack on this carbonyl carbon. That's why what will happen, that carbon oxygen one bond will get broken, and here we will get, now see whose attack is there, CH2 का कार्बोनिल कार्बन पे. तो हम यहाँ पे जो पार्ट रिएक्शन में इन्वॉल्व नहीं हुआ है उसको एज इट इज लिख देते CH3 C double bond O. Next part, that is the CH2. It is bonding, or its attack is on that carbonyl carbon, means it will form the bond with this carbon. To that carbon, 2 CH3 groups are attached, and that I have drawn here like that. See, and last part remain double bond O. Instead of double bond O, it will form single bond O, and that oxygen will carry negative charge. In the first step, deprotonation was there. Here, protonation will takes place, and because of that protonation, we will get the product, that is CH3 C double bond O CH2 COH CH3 CH3. Now see, as we have written this statement, in that we have discussed, in a first step we can say that we are getting the intermediate, that is the beta hydroxyaldehydes. Now see how we can say that beta hydroxy. Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. According to alpha beta, if we consider, this is also alpha carbon, this is also alpha carbon. After alpha carbon, it will be beta and it will be gamma like that. So at the beta position, OH is there, and that's why this structure is of the beta hydroxy. Now ketone or aldehyde, beta hydroxyketone will be there, because here we have used the starting material, that is the ketone. That's why it will be beta hydroxyketone. And finally, when it undergoes condensation, means On heating, there is a removal of the water molecule, so that OH from the beta carbon and hydrogen from that alpha carbon, they undergo condensation, means they will get removed and we will get the product. That product is CH3 C double bond O. See, this part will be as it is. Next one, here hydrogen will get removed and OH also get removed for our purpose. See, H, this will be shifted here and that OH will come out. So what will happen? CH, see, third carbon CH, one hydrogen of this carbon only removed, double bond, after that C, to which two CH3 groups are attached, and this is the product. Hope so everyone understood that reaction mechanism of this aldol condensation. In same question there was the one question, what is the IUPAC name of mesetyl oxide? You can observe that mesetyl oxide is nothing but the product which is obtained after the aldol condensation of the acetone or propanol, whose name will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-methyl pent 3 in 2-one. And in this way we have completed this next question also, which is of the 3 marks. Now we are going to discuss the last question. What is that? What is the action of following reagents on the ethanoic acid? They have given here 3 reagents and we have to apply this for the ethanoic acid. Now what is the structure of ethanoic acid? It means there is a presence of COOH group. Ethanoic acid means how many carbon will be involved? 2. One is completed, means only CH3 remain. First one reagent is SOCl2 and we have to heat it. Because of that OH group of the COH will get replaced by the chlorine and we will get here acetyl chloride. This is the product of this first reaction. Second one is the soda lime. Now what is that soda lime? For that one, if we consider, soda lime is the mixture of NaOH and calcium oxide. We have to heat it. Actually, in the first step, we have to treat it with the NaOH. So it will get converted into the sodium salt of ethanoic acid, and after that, treating with the soda lime and heating, there will be the removal of CO2, and finally we will get the product, that is the CH4, that is nothing but the methane. And last reaction, here we have to treat that ethanoic acid with the P2O5 and we have to heat it. That P2O5, it is the dehydrating agent. So when we are treating it with this one, we have to use 2 moles of this ethanoic acid. See what will be the reaction. CH3 C double bond O OH, CH3 C double bond O OH. Lone pair which is present on that oxygen of anyone, that will attack here, and here that H from this first and OH from the second molecule will come out, and here we will get the product, that is the anhydride, and this is the structure of this anhydride. So here we have completed all the 3 marks question of this aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid. तो 4 marks के question भी complete करने के लिए हमारे channel को subscribe करो. Thank you all of you.